Let's see, let's just double check. Hey, Ned.
Yeah.
Let's try a different Bootstrap address.
Okay.
It's updated on the worksheet, or it's found in the page of Bootstrap addresses. Here's the page of Bootstrap addresses.
Okay. I have it up.
Okay, perfect. All right, so as you're getting set up and you are confirming that you have the correct version for today, we are using this version for today. It starts with C3109D as in dog. As you have that correct version and as you are preparing your run command, please be sure to specify the Kademlia port and also the port, which is the RChain protocol. We're using this to limit. If you recall from previous weeks, it's not uncommon to have lots of Kademlia peers, and peering is incessant with nodes. So we're trying to make this smaller so that we can have a smaller network and understand how nodes sync up with the blockchain. So specifying the Kademlia port, specifying the RChain protocol port, and then making sure that in your Bootstrap address you have done the same. And so when you are ready here means that you have the correct version and you have the correct run command. Please go ahead and operate your node.
Hey, Kelly, sorry, I'm looking at the page. I've refreshed it with the Bootstrap. We're using the testing Bootstrap F4F.
No, sir. We are using the Bootstrap of node 7, 89D21.
Okay, thank you.
Alrighty, so let's see here. And I'm starting to see peers.
Hey, Kelly, I don't see the worksheet the same way you're showing it here. I saw that same Bootstrap Ned started to read.
Oh, weird. Can you refresh?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Stand by.
I know we did have a last minute update.
Hey, Joshy, it's not the testing Bootstrap at the bottom. It's the Bootstrap O-7 second from the top.
Yeah, we're using the the Bootstrap. Yep, that's correct, Ned.
Yeah, gotcha. I was looking back at the longer worksheet, and I think I just had an old.
Okay, and we may have overlapped the update.
Gotcha.
All right. Peter, that is correct. We are specifying those ports very specifically for today's test. So if you're just joining us, please make sure to carefully read the worksheet for today. Putting a link here in the chat window, it will point you to the correct version. We are using this flavor of our node today. It's C3109. It will also point you to information about running your node by specifying new ports for both the Kademlia and RChain protocol. Very important that you specify these ports in your run command and include them as written in the Bootstrap address on the Bootstrap address page. So as you are ready, meaning that you have the correct version installed and you have crafted your run command to specify these ports, please do go ahead and join the network. Oh, weird.
Okay, that arrow's gone, so it must have been
Oh,
an
good.
old bootstrap or something.
See a couple people joining. I want to go back over what we're doing today. I'm putting a link to the worksheet here in the chat window. The worksheet will specify for you what version of Node we're using today. Please pay very close attention to that and where to get it. We are using C3109D as in dog. Also, for this testing session, we are specifying both the Kademlia and the RChain protocol ports. This is different than what we typically do. So in crafting your run command, you will need to specify these ports. And as you pull the correct bootstrap address, you'll notice that these ports are also specified in the bootstrap address for both the protocol and the Kademlia. Please don't hesitate to come off mute if you have questions, but once you have the correct version installed and you have crafted your run command with the specifications for Kademlia and the RChain protocol ports, please do go ahead and join the network. I see 5 peers. No, Paolo, that is not the correct bootstrap address. If you go to the bootstrap address page, I'll post the link here in the window. You're going to want to pull the bootstrap that's called bootstrap v0-7. Paolo, so yes, in the bootstrap you do want to, it will include the protocol, but it's going to be 40406 and then 40405 respectively. And it's listed here in the worksheet. You can see.
Oh, sorry.
No
Can I
worries.
get the release bootstrap address at? So I was thinking to use the release one.
Oh, yeah, no, here, I just put a link to the page. Can you grab the bootstrap VO-70? What's going on?
Okay.
Somebody proposed a block.
Yes, they did.
I did that on Kelly's behalf.
Okay.
Hope that's okay.
Yeah, it's
It's
fine.
very, very fine.
I know.
We're already at block 11 though.
That's right.
I'm
We started with the block. We started with a chain of 10.
All right, there we go.
Tom and I did that this morning, and it looks like Joshie just added a block.
Well, I'll tell you something. I sure got that state fast.
Well, it's easy in a
So
small
did I,
network.
Meta.
All right, so we've got 6 peers.
Like, wow.
Okay, so as you are joining the network, now the next step is you can join as a validator. That's the next exercise. Those instructions are here in the worksheet. I'm going to paste again the link to the worksheet here in the chat window. You know, you're going to generate your deploy files as we do. If you've already previously generated the faucet bonding deploys with the key set that you are using today, you don't need to repeat step 2. But again, the caveat is that you've done that with the same key set that you are using today. And then you can deploy the forward file and you're welcome to deploy that to me. My IP address is here. You can also deploy it to Meta. Meta, you can post your IP address, please.
Yep.
You do that. You deploy it to me. You wait and to see that I propose it, and then you deploy your bond file, and then you wait to see that it gets proposed. And then once those two things have been those two proposals are completed, you could then look in the most recent block hash and you should see your public key. And then once you have validated that, you are now a validator and you are welcome to deploy to your own node and propose at will. Yes, Meta, that is the correct hash of the Genesis block.
It's my IP address. It's on the default port. Just Kademlia and the networking protocols on different port.
All right, so 15 peers.
I am receiving deploys.
Wallet key, no, Jeremy, we don't need wallet keys. You need your validator key set.
Yeah,
I think
sorry, I
that-
was trying to do the second step where it says generate faucet bonding.
Uh-huh.
Trying to like figure that step out.
Oh, okay. Let me remind myself what that is. So yeah,
So
you just your public-private key set plus a bond amount of your choosing.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
you only needed the wallet a long time ago before we had the faucet. Now we have a faucet that will give the money for bonding.
Hey Lee, here's the link to the Bootstrap address page. We are using Bootstrap v0-7.
Strange.
Okay, so I think I'm bonded successfully, and
Okay.
I see on Kelly's screen about halfway up that node log is a message that my row line code printed out. It says, "Yo, Joshy is bonded." It's near the bottom now. Just one off the bottom.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's fun, Joshy. Thank you for the laugh.
First time I ever got bonded, so pretty excited.
That's a big day.
I like the confirmation. Very
It's
nice.
going to be a great day for me when Paolo gets bonded.
I'll bring champagne.
I want this band to bond so badly. All right, 16 peers. All right, I just added block 9595. Someone had deployed to me. That is done.
Fork choice is 8C1. So that for fork choice.
I have a fork choice of 8C1. That is correct. We match.
All right, about to start bonding. Whose IP address do I use? I can use you, right, Meta?
You absolutely can.
Awesome.
Thanks, Joshi. So if anybody's looking to bond, you can also bond to Joshi. His IP address is there in the chat window for you. All right, I just received a deploy. I'm proposing. Create a block 35B.
3E84. 3E8F4. At block 18.
Seventeen peers. I just received a deploy proposing.
As am I. DABC 01 CCBE.
We're up to block 20, 4371B. That's a boy.
Mm-hmm. You're getting gRPC warnings.
There's a heartbeat warning that's coming from the same node over and over again.
I've deployed Jeremy. I don't have any new deploys waiting for proposing.
I just deployed, proposed based on a deploy. Oh, there it is. Error unknown.
I got the assertion failed.
I received a deploy. Here it is. Got the deploy. I went over and I tried to propose. And Kent, can you see my screen? This is a safety oracle.
Yup, that is an issue. Yeah, you could create a ticket for it.
Okay. Does this now mean my node is hosed? Let's try. Oh, guess so. All right, so stop deploying to my node.
Who
I'm
did the
done.
last deploy to Kelly's node?
Yeah, who did this deploy? It was 1413.
See the sender, where you got it from?
Sender. Sender. Receive deploy.
Doesn't say who you received it
No,
from.
it doesn't say who I received it from. It just says I received it. Hey, anybody on the call remember sending that?
Is there any way to know what it even was,
No.
code-wise?
It would probably be helpful to dump out the rolling code that caused the error. Kent, what do you think? Seems
Yeah, that would
reasonable.
be helpful indeed.
Okay, I'll file a ticket to dump out the error, dump out the code associated with the error.
Although,
Mhm.
actually, this is happening before the transaction's being validated, so it doesn't
That's correct.
quite matter. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's you want to dump the deploy, right? It's not coming from replay.
Well, no. Like, I meant it doesn't matter what the contents of the block are as much as just what the parents and the block summary or like header is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you need, let me see what I can find out about my local state here. No, I can't even show blocks. I can't show blocks, Kent.
Is your note your
I'm
note
always-
too? No?
Yeah. I can't show any blocks. Oh, I can't show the tree, but I can show a block. So I can show block 21. Do you want me to try to go, Kelly, if you file well, we've got the error unknown ticket already, right?
Well, this is a different one. I mean, it does say error unknown, but this one is different because it is it's the Oracle. We've never seen error unknown related to this.
I'm pretty sure it's always been the Oracle. Let me see here.
Yay, I'm bonded.
Yay! Haha!
Yes.
Yeah, it's always been the Oracle.
Okay.
Kelly, if you look at your comment on 17th of October, you'll see never see disagreement, safety Oracle, Scala, assertion failed.
Okay, so I don't need to file this.
No, don't file a new one. It's roll 917, put a new comment in there. And then Kent, do you want me to try to print out the DAG that I have locally? What do you want me to
Yeah,
try?
that would be helpful if possible.
Okay. And do you need the tuple space or you just need the parents?
I just need the parents, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think these are
It's interesting.
Actually, Kelly, can I quickly see the line number again? Was it 209 for
the
Let's
line.
see the exception.
the exception? Yeah.
204.
204, thank you.
So it's interesting, Kent, if I started at D2 for show blocks and it brought me back 2 blocks and then I'm doing 3 and it brought me back 3 blocks and now I'm up to 7. I mean, I've done 6 blocks successfully without the error. I'm going to see if it all works again. D21. It won't let me traverse it at a depth of 21, but I've gone as far as 7.
Just getting started here. I'm not. I don't see where you posted Joshy's bootstrap, and I'm not sure whether I should I be using the release version.
Of Jim, is your question you're looking for which bootstrap to use?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to paste in the chat window the link to the bootstrap page. And if you look at my screen,
Page.
what?
I I'm looking at the page.
Okay, fantastic. It's Bootstrap V0-7. It's the second from the top. Oh, Joshy's note is now useless.
Okay, so I'm hitting the unknown at block when I try to go to depth of 8.
You get the
Error unknown, but up until 8, I'm able to ask for the blocks. So let me get you that, Kent. And once I go deeper than this, it gives me the error unknown. So what I can do is I'll have to go and get the parents manually. So block 15, once I try to find out more about block 15 that I have, which has a clique safety of -1. Block 14 is the one that seems to be the problem. So I can't go down to a depth of 9. You got any ideas? Should I just show a block on the individual blocks at this point? Let's see if I can.
Wait, Meta, are you sharing your screen or?
No, I am.
Okay.
Do you want me to share my screen?
I'm seeing if I can go down and get a whole. No, I can't get a whole list. I can do show block and get the most recent, which is 22, but I can't do a depth.
See if you can go any further than 8. Try to do D8 and then try to do D7.
I cannot do D8.
Try D7.
I cannot do D7.
Try 6.
Cannot
Start
do
at 2.
D6.
Start at 2. Mhm.
I can see, well,
Okay, now go up to 3. Now do 3. I had to go up one by one, and it died at 8 for me.
okay.
Go up.
Nope, died at D5.
Okay.
So that would be, let's see, 35B202, that one.
I have that parent. I have those blocks. I got down as far as block 15. I got 5BBCD2A is the parent that I could not get past.
I see. So it's I guess a different parent.
I'm trying to propose regardless. Let's see if it will let me. My propose appears to be hanging now.
Yay, Jeremy, welcome. Jeremy, did you get the error unknown? What were you doing?
I was, let me go back here. Where did I get it? Tried to do a show blocks, and I, for some odd reason, got it. An error unknown. When I tried to do Arno show block 20.
Mm-hmm.
You have to pass the hash. Oh, you did a depth of 20?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thanks, Joshy. Hey, so Karen is trying to bond. Does anyone else have a node that still works and is bonded?
If the network's working properly, it won't be working in the sense that everybody should be matching their state. So I got an error unknown, so I'm host. My safety oracle is wah, wah, wah. So we probably need to bounce everything if we want to do this again.
All right, so what do you want to do?
We have half an hour. We should try to bounce everything. All we need to do is restart the machines. I'm being trivial here, but
Yeah.
we need to restart the machines, remove the .rnode directory and start over again.
Including Bootstrap?
Including Bootstrap. Do we have the 10 Pyrate nodes involved here too?
No, they're not involved.
Okay.
Okay, so everyone, kill your node, please.
Kent,
Please
do you have,
delete your, clear your RSpace directory, so clear your data directory as we do. Tom, if you'll do the same for Bootstrap, and then everyone just please wait until we hear that there's a Bootstrap backup, okay? So just kill your node and clean up and then wait. Oh, Paolo.
Very funny.
No, it's not funny, buddy. Like, my mission this week is to get this man bonded.
he is going to go first.
Yes, Paolo gets to go first next time.
Kent gets beer when he fixes this bug. If Kent likes beer.
Yeah, at least beer.
Exactly.
You mean beers?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I mean.
Now we got to pace ourselves. There's still a long way to go. So again, if you are participating, you've killed your node, you have cleared your RSpace directory, your data directory, and you're waiting.
Okay, it's up.
Excellent. All right.
It
So
does have a new address.
it does have a new address. Tom, help us out with that one. Tom has just
Yeah,
pasted it in the window. Wonderful. So everyone, prepare your run command. And we're going to go through this fairly methodically. So just, so the next step is, update your run command. You're welcome to join the network, but then just please wait, okay? Bootstrap. Oh, I messed up.
Okay, adding my node. Gotta remember to take off the UPnP thing. Wish.
Oh my word, why? This is such a mess.
Sorry, Kelly. We should go ahead and start up our R node. Or just
Yes, you're welcome to do that. But once you have done that, just please wait.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, today is Paola's day. Almost like a birthday.
Well, it's Luigi's birthday tomorrow. So.
Oh, it was just his daughter's birthday. My goodness.
Yeah, it all happening at once. Also getting his baby, the new
Right,
baby
there's a new
tomorrow.
baby. Oh my goodness.
Tomorrow.
Add more birthdays to the stack.
Yeah.
We'll
It's
call
the
them
week of the
RChain
birthday.
babies.
My kids are, my son is born on my husband's birthday, and my daughter is born 5 days after his birthday. So I've got 3 birthdays in a week.
Why is this broken? Let's just kill this.
You do rm minus r dot r node. Get rid of that.
I'm going to, I haven't, yeah, I did do that. I have a stylized quotation mark. It's causing badness. There we go. All right, so Paolo, today of all days. Here's my IP address. There's Meta's IP address. Please deploy your bonding files.
Let me see. Should I check for the Genesis code?
Yeah, so the valid approved block is there. Let's just validate that we all see the same one. And the Genesis block is 0EEFBD. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got the
Paolo.
deploy. Huzzah! All right, Paolo, do the next one.
Interesting. There are nodes asking me for the Genesis block, and I'm sending them a response.
Here you go.
All right, Paolo. All right, deep breath, everyone. Paolo is now going to deploy and propose to his own node. It's a big day.
Patos. What's the block number?
Block number is 49878.
Yeah, I got that.
Excellent.
Let me check.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yay! Okay, but now the next step. Oh, I got it. Shoot, a monkey.
You got a monkey?
No, I got the error unknown. I just deployed. Somebody sent a deploy, and I proposed. And this one's different.
Interesting.
So I successfully proposed twice, and on the third time got this one. I wonder, so who on the call,
None.get.
who did this one? Does anybody remember? Like, you just did it.
Who deployed after Paolo to Kelly?
You can probably tell by the first couple characters of that key there. 7-8 Echo Bravo 7-3.
Yep.
What would that be? Would that be like a?
Is that the name of their node?
No, that's their public key.
Who has a public key starting with 78EB?
I think that's me.
Who's me?
Nope.
Jeremy, that's you?
Oh yeah, it's a wallet public key. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a wallet key? Okay, so can you send us, where did you get the key from?
this testing wallets Google sheet?
The testing wallets or the testing keys?
Testing wallets is what the sheet is called.
Okay, so that's probably so send us the key pair, and then send us the row length files for the forwarder and the deploy that you generated. If you can just provide us those, so then we can debug it. I think it should not be the testing it should not be a wallet key. But it still shouldn't cause what's happening. That's not okay.
So I messed up, but also found a bug.
Yeah, well done.
You didn't mess up if you found a bug.
Yeah.
Then I didn't mess up.
You helped.
So guys, hold tight. I deployed and proposed in success.
Get out. This is the best day ever.
Right before
Paolo,
November.
I see your little happy face.
Okay, so now, Paolo, please share your IP address, and somebody, Karen, why don't you try bonding to Paolo, via Paolo.
Interestingly enough, Kelly, this error on propose did not corrupt the network.
Good.
So I just tried deploying the forward file to Meta successfully, and I'm waiting. So I do the bond file to Paolo?
Oh, no, you can do it to the same one.
Yeah, one sec. Let me just check. I need whoever's typing vigorously to mute.
Sorry, that was me.
That's okay.
Okay,
That's good. I like vigorous typing, Joshy, especially when it's code.
So who has not yet started the bonding process? Lee, Kimberly, Ned?
No, I'm bonded. So I deployed forward and bond. And what would you like me to do now?
Okay, so Paolo just posted his IP address. So Lee, can you?
Feel free.
Yeah, please do. Lee bond, do the bonding process via Paolo. Thank you.
You guys hear me?
Yep.
I don't know, when you say posted, I haven't used Zoom before. Where is this posting happening?
Oh, there's a chat feature, and sometimes there is a menu item that shows an ellipsis, but you want to reveal the chat.
Okay.
And it's not always straightforward.
I'll look for it, thanks.
Okay, you're welcome.
Paolo, I just deployed. Can you propose the forward file, that is?
Just did.
Okay, I'm proposing, I've proposed 3 blocks. I've had deploys for each.
So my node, once it got the error, is no longer, it shows on the console when I'm receiving blocks, but I'm not adding blocks. It says, for example, I've received block 8, but I do not have it.
Kelly, you should bounce your node. Go ahead.
I shall be bouncing.
Bounce. Like a trampoline. Ooh, recording invalid block for invalid follows. This is new.
No, it's not. We saw it last week in testnet.
Do we have a ticket for it?
I think so.
Justified validators do not match bonded validators. Interesting.
I just joined and tried to propose.
Okay, but Jim, when you joined, before you tried to propose, did you go through the bonding process?
I was maybe not. I looked. I didn't see the message. I saw messages go by that led me to believe that I was bonded, but it didn't say I was bonded.
Okay, so yeah, so in on the worksheet, you need to go through steps 2 through 5 before you can propose.
Oh, I hit the error unknown. And now I got, we should have computed the parent state hash when we added the parent tuple space hash to our block tag.
Yeah.
Did you get that one?
Right now, no, but we saw it last week.
Yep.
Lee, you check if you're bonded. So pull up do show block with the hash of the most recent block that Paolo proposed. And when you search inside of that block, you should see your public key. And if someone would be so kind as to propose a block so I can try and see if I can catch up to the state. Oh, Josh, you got the error. Bill, Josh, you got the error on behalf of Jeremy. You hosed Jeremy's node.
Hey, I'm not saying I broke it. I found it broken.
I found it broken.
Like I be breaking my nose, Josh. Yeah.
Early I proposed.
Oh, Lord. So soon? Really? Well?
Funny thing is, mostly I'm the only one who doesn't get the error unknown now.
That's because it's your day, Paolo.
I'm unbreakable.
Challenge accepted, Paolo. I'm going to try to deploy through yours.
Yeah, but go ahead, Josh.
Go for it.
So my node is probably hosed because I've got a tuple space problem.
Yep. I am unable to catch the state. I see receipt of blocks. I'm not processing them, and I have nothing beyond the Genesis block, having recently rejoined the network. But somebody deployed to me, so I shall propose.
Do these start smelling like, these smell like bonding request issues?
Well, that's only because that's all we're doing.
Yeah.
And my first propose, I got error unknown. So clearly something has gone sideways.
Today, I think we suspect somebody's bonding file, right? Suspect.
Did anybody break Paolo's node yet?
Yeah, I can't add any blocks now.
Paolo is just merrily adding blocks.
I'm going to shut down my node.
Yeah, after I did my first propose, it went through fine. But now every time I do, it just says there's another propose in progress.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, your host.
Oh, that happened to me once today, but then it just completed after. So
Yeah, sometimes it will. Propose in progress sometimes just means just that. Other times it's indicative of something else.
You have to see
Thanks,
if you have
Karen.
an exception for the safety oracle on your server console. If you have that, then you're host.
Well done, Paolo.
Christian, you're recording this, right? It will be helpful
He is.
for us to play it back.
Who's trying to break Paolo's node?
I'm still working on it.
Okay.
I'm restarting my node. Let's see
Okay.
what happens.
Still 15 minutes.
Yeah, 15 minutes to break Paolo's node. Something I have observed meta is that I have twice bounced my node and it becomes faster each restart to break.
You've been deleting your state though, right?
Yep. In fact, let me just do that one more time.
I got a different Genesis block.
Oh.
Why am I now getting a Genesis block? Did the bootstrap die? It's 122073, right? That's the bootstrap.
Bootstrap is 1, 2. Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, Meta, that was my problem. The Genesis block that was always different. Also this time, that happened like 2 or 3 times in the start of the session.
Yeah, that's what Meta. What Genesis block did you get? It 98F, 84F.
984F. Yep.
That's what I got too. Paolo, what Genesis block do you have?
The correct one, 00 something.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why
Yeah,
he's okay.
0 EE.
Yep. Okay. So yep, we reproduce that.
I have bond and forward files from October 17th.
If you're using the same key set as you used on October 17th, they will work just fine.
Tom,
It's the key set that matters.
can
I'm
you
wondering
check
why
the
I didn't use
bootstrap?
new ones.
Sure.
See if it's adding peers. It may have died again silently.
Let me see.
Oh, I requested the correct Genesis block.
That is correct. It has a giant stack trace in its log.
Hey, look at this. I requested the Genesis block, but I couldn't get it because the signature algorithm was unsupported and it has a weight 0.
File ticket. Tom, ticket for the Genesis block dying.
Yep.
How does a Genesis block die?
I'm a Genesis block bootstrap node.
Bootstrap.
Oh, the bootstrap node
Meta
died.
needs coffee.
Okay, so Tom, you're filing the bootstrap node died, and I can just add to that. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Just plop in the link when you're ready.
All the bugs came out to play today.
Can I see a show block on that Siri? Yes, we won't have it, but
I don't have
oh.
it anymore.
Oh no, that's the Genesis. I see.
Which one do you want to see, Kent? I blew away my state from last time.
No. I was just actually, Kelly. Can you scroll down again, or wherever you?
Oh, yeah. So look, Kent. This is the correct Genesis block that I had previously. And then when I rejoined the network, this is the Genesis block that I got.
You still got crosstalk going, and I think it doesn't matter with
And then,
Kademlia.
yeah. Well, and then when my node asked for this block because it knew other people had it, we found
Oh
out.
no, but look at the version number of the 984. It's
The
an
version
old.
is 0 and 1. Yep.
That's an old version. Is someone running an old node?
What do you mean it's an old version?
No, you see there's a version number line there, Kelly.
Oh, yeah. It's a version.
What does that version number mean?
Yeah, what does that
It's
mean?
just arbitrary. I just recently bumped it just to make sure that we're not sending around old blocks. And it seems like
Okay.
we are.
So we are, because yeah, previously on another run of node, I got version 1, and then on a new run of node, I got version 0.
So like anything with version 1 was created today with the new software, and version 0 is old and left over from some other time?
Yes.
Okay. So the 1 is hard coded into the software we're running today?
Yep, indeed.
I suspect whoever's using the wallet's keys, those are wrong keys. But let's get your forwarder and your bond files so we can confirm.
So that's you, Jeremy. Can you share those?
I think that was Kyle that was using the ones from the wallet sheet earlier. Kyle, are you still around?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I missed.
Do you know the forwarder and bonds files they're talking about needing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The node where we got the DE6 is which node, Kelly? DE6. The R node DE6. Is that dev?
I don't understand your question. Sorry. Say it again.
The bootstrap node, sorry,
Uh-huh.
bootstrap node that starts with DE6EE. Is that dev?
Oh,
That is master.
yeah, that's master.
That's master.
Excellent, Kimberly. Nick, you're using the incorrect bootstrap address.
Tom, is that node back up?
What node?
The bootstrap.
No, because I'm getting the log off of it.
Okay.
Oh, so Nick, the bootstrap is down.
I'll have it up in a second.
Yeah, Jeremy, let's do that. Make sure to clean up your R space.
Do we think that the only way to get a wrong Genesis block is probably, I don't know, the bootstrap died, so nodes trying to connect to the wrong nodes?
Yeah, so your node is eager to get a Genesis block, and it will look like, let's go back and look at my log. It will look everywhere if it doesn't get one from the bootstrap. It just looks for an approved block. And you can see it actually here. Look, it I connected, I was trying to bootstrap from our bootstrap. I'll go back up here. Oh, sorry, team. That's going to make everyone sick. Okay, listen. I was trying to connect to the bootstrap. I did. And it was, but for some reason, because the bootstrap died and we didn't know it, my node looked for another bootstrap. I don't know why it chose this one. But it did. And when it did, it received a Genesis block that we've seen in another previous testing network.
So what I'm trying to understand is that that could only happen if you, like the official bootstrap dies, then after that you could eventually look for a wrong one.
That's
and
correct.
then in that case you get the wrong Genesis. While otherwise, if the current bootstrap is in place and you connect to that one, you should get the right one.
That is correct.
What we're trying to do is we'll implement a feature where you specify the hash of the Genesis block, and that's the only Genesis block you'll accept. Because arguably, I could bootstrap from any of you guys if you have the Genesis block. I just don't want to go to the wrong node to get the Genesis block. So I could get a Genesis block, a variety of other Genesis blocks, right? But if I'm looking for a specific one, then that's the only one I should accept. Kent, Michael Birch was suspecting that we didn't actually put the check in place. Like you bumped the version, but did you check that you had to have the same version for it to be in a valid approved block?
So I checked the version for just a regular block, but I didn't check for the approved block, so that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, it should have failed, but I forgot to check. Yeah. I'm not too concerned about that though, because we're implementing that feature to restrict it to only fetch from the bootstrap.
But you should tie, you're going to tie this off, right, and get that little knit.
Yeah.
For the approved block. Okay. Like loose ends like that. Do you need a ticket for that, or you got it? I'm not the ticket.
That one should be good. Yeah.
Okay. We're 3 minutes to 8 o'clock.
Yeah, this is what I don't understand. I have, I specified a bootstrap address. That bootstrap node was dead. I went into this process with my RSpace directory cleared up. Why did my node look at another bootstrap address?
Because it does that. It'll just try to get if it can't, it's just a preference. It's not a hard and fast rule.
I know, but just,
I think it's a feature, not a bug, because we don't. If we only accept the Genesis block from one specific node, that I'm just going to channel fill for a second. That node becomes the central point of failure. So
yeah, I agree. You don't want to. You don't want to. You just want to be able to get the right Genesis block. You don't really care where you get it from.
Yeah.
Like any other block, right?
I know I'm not sure I'm saying this clearly enough. We have a network today where we have specified our ports very specifically so that we could get out the noise, right?
Mm-hmm.
My node reached out. Number one, my node remembered and reached out to a node that wasn't aligned to that.
Yeah, but you know what is happening? And I suspected this yesterday when everybody's like, "Oh yeah, we'll change the ports." I'm like, the ports only specify where the protocol is communicating against. If all the different nodes, like, it doesn't mean that, how am I saying this? It's not actually IP routing. IP routing says only talk to this IP address, only talk to that IP address. What we did is we switched the port numbers in such a way that now everybody's talking on a different set of ports, but we're still communicating over the protocol. Like the protocol is still communicating in the way it always did, it just does it in a different place. It's kind of like, instead of doing a phone call over a secure channel, you've got a megaphone, but instead of doing it from one house, you're doing it from another. You still have a megaphone and you're still broadcasting to everybody. Right, so what we needed, IP routing is more like doing a person-to-person phone call over a cell phone. Kademlia is like using a megaphone. Like you're communicating to just everybody. You just happen to be doing it from a different port. I thought about this last night when we said, "Oh, we'll just switch the port numbers." I'm thinking to myself, that's not actually going to fix anything. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Well, I think the port numbers, changing the port numbers prevent us from having people who started a node last week at some point and just forgot about it and left it running from dialing in to contact us without even intending to, right? Only people who also specified those.
Because it's still the Kademlia protocol, Joshi.
Say that again?
It's still the Kademlia protocol, right? The only way to restrict connecting with certain IPs is to have IP routing. But when you have a node discovery protocol, it's going to go and try and find the nodes everywhere, right? It's just going to communicate on a different port. Because I'm still connecting to nodes on 40404 here. Like I've connected to nodes on 4404, and I'm sure all of you have.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because like I said, it's like a megaphone versus a secure cell phone.
Yeah, right. That's a good analogy. I get that, but it's a megaphone that only goes over that one port, right? So if you specified 40406, how are you getting peers on a different port?
So I think what I'm thinking is outbound versus inbound requests. But if I'm projecting the Kademlia port on, and I'm broadcasting on 40406. I'm still broadcasting, right? No discovery.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. So it definitely helped with getting the noise down in the beginning, but I think like clearly now the master node knows who I am. And it's doing it on, it found me on, because it was running on 40404.
Yeah, that's a good point. Pretty hard to argue with that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure because Kademlia is a broadcast type of protocol that it's going to go out and there's going to be and I mean, to a certain extent, we want that, right? We just don't want blocks being corrupted. And typically, the justification tree should tell us that this block is not in the justification tree, so we shouldn't have a problem with crosstalk. We're only having it at Genesis because we're not specifying the Genesis hash, and there is no parent.
Yep, makes good sense.
Okay, we're past the hour.
Yeah.
We just need got to get tickets in.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for your time this morning. Thank you for filing bugs for those of you who helped us do that and for walking through this exercise to show that things are happening. We will meet again next week. Thanks for your time.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Take care.